Alright, here we go. Save. Okay, so today I continue working on DATEC file text system. Yeah, so let's check it out if it even works actually. New window. Okay, it builds. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. There's just some parsing problems. That's bad. It's actually pretty bad. JSON, stringify, JSON, memlocator, no size available for JSON, parse from slice, entry table. Okay. Zig, parse, string, JSON to cache map. You know, actually I wanna enable Reddit. How do I do that? In Vim, it's probably sudo nvim. Oh, I missed that. Hosts. Come on, how do I... Okay. Yeah, system. White code all? Yeah, that's it, I guess. Clear. Actually, it was 3 years ago, but okay. Don't get the question, so you just on parser? Parser just on into cache maps already. It's cache map 3 root object. Oh, I see, value 3 contains root as a value. That will be an object map which is hash map with the keys and strings. Const value. Right. So it's just on parser. Const p equals try cd json parse parser parser options parsed parse from slice. Is that what I'm doing here? Yep. Parse slice wiki token source value. It's difficult. Actually, I assume it should work, I just don't understand why it doesn't. String hash map. It's in wrapper around STD string array hash map unmanaged that implements JSON parse from value, and JSON stringify. This is useful when your JSON schema hits an object with an arbitrary data keys instead of comtime known struct field names. But it's not built in, right? I have to use it myself. that sucks. Time. What is that? Exactly. Is it really browsable? Wait. Zeek programming language. My Zeek timeline so far. Created a third Zeek standard library HTML CNI called Zeeklins. Array hash map. Your config struct is incorrect. Info is not part of the struct. Args is not a string in JSON. For accept encoding, okay, it's I guess not the problem I have, right? We're using a JSON config in Zeek. Okay, that's a config, so I assume it's gonna have like some predefined fields. And it's not gonna help me. Config. Concept demo. Root. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to share this feature of Zeek I came across while working on my last post. It's not completely new concept in programming, but it's not something which is easily done in C. In C we have a simple method for parsing strings, which involves iterating over a character array. Char printf, char out for sound printf, okay. The concept of character arrays is one of the defined, actually let me increase. The concept of character arrays is one of the defining features of C, and iterating over a character array, okay. In Zeek we could do the same. In both cases, CD array list. I don't like. I was able to take this concept to come up with a simple solution for parsing strings from my JSON utility classes. Okay, guys, that's not what I need. Why there is no like hash map? I need string. How's it? Entry table, and it's what? Hash map, string hash map. Yep. String hash map. Pass JSON to string hash map. SCD in my middle. There is some amazing stuff in there and it's very informative to read. I mean, maybe, but I'd recommend starting by looking at Split Iterator. Okay, so I have to implement it myself, right? Wow. Six months ago. The response JSON contains an array of thousands of objects, but you are trying to parse the JSON as if it were a single object. Use search index array and parse from slice. Okay, but what if? Damn, so it's always it has to be like the static amount of fields, right? What if I'll wrap entry table into a struct? Zeek JSON parser. Okay, let's start from the very beginning. JSON. Let's parse JSON string into a struct type using the streaming parser. Parse twice JSON, parse from slice. Place test allocator string. Okay, so it's like exactly all the fields we have here. And then we get it here. Okay. JSON stringify. So it's the same but other way around. Parse with strings. Parse from slice. Parse the init. Okay, I mean it's pretty much the same. Yeah. Is it possible to parse a JSON object to a map with struct values? I'd like to deserialize, right, a JSON object into a map where the values are defined as a struct. This doesn't seem to compile with the standard JSON library. Yes, it's actually doesn't matter. Simple Zeek JSON parsing library with focus on friendly API. Why it's not in STD? You know I have to use library to parse JSON. Parse result object get query. Okay, okay. F result try stdf and alloc print. Alloc print the result. Okay, okay. When parsing JSON using once of Zeek's std JSON parse from function, you'll have to deal with the return type and std JSON parsed key. File, try cd, open file, absolute, close, buffered. Buffered reader, reader the init. Parse, okay, we're parsing it. Parse from token source. Config allocator reader. Parse the init, config parse, yeah. In the above code, parse from token source returns, yeah, this is a simple structure which exposes a init function as well as the parse value. The reason parse from token source cannot simply return type, config in the above case, is that parsing JSON likely returns in memory allocations. The parsing JSON likely results in memory allocations, for example. Yeah, so we had the init, right? For example, if our imaginary config strat had text field, then parse from token source would need to allocate a slice. Makes sense. Memory allocated while parsing can be difficult to manage. Yep. You might have noticed allocate equals allocate always passed as an option. Each option only relates to whether or not strings are duplicated from the source. In the above example, because our source file outlives parse, we could use the alternative option alloc if needed. Okay. While parse T is an effective way of dealing with allocations, it's still, in my opinion, cumbersome to use. Specifically, now above example config is tied to the lifecycle of parse. If we wanted to write load config function, we wouldn't be able to return config. We'd have to return, yeah, a program that deals with a lot of JSON might find itself parsing all over the place. Yeah, this kinda sucks, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, there is no great solution to this problem. If our object is simple, we can clone all allocated fields, thus allowing us to decouple the lifetime of our object from JSON.parsed. Yeah, but that's not efficient or scalable. If you look at the implementation of parse from token source, you'll see that it creates arena allocator and calls Slicky variant. Parsed arena, create arena allocator. Wait, but we pass allocator in, so it like creates allocator inside allocator? What does it mean? That's so weird. Value undefined. Allocator destroy. Parse arena. Okay. Since parse from token source look is public, we can call it directly and provide our own std heap arena allocator. Okay, but how about hash maps? I need hash map. Cool, my app manage config around. Should I ask AI? I don't know, like why I don't have any information about hash maps, like really none. How do I parse JSON string into how's this type is called? String hash map, yep. Into a string hash map in Zeek. Let's see. Because it's kind of weird, why? Like, no way am I the only person who tries to parse JSON into hash map in Zeek, like what? Am I like missing something? Maybe I should just read std, right? Like, where am I doing that? JSON parsing. Okay, actually, let me increase this window. And frop. JSON parsing and stringification, wow. Conforming to RFC 8259. The low-level scanner API produces tokens from an input slice of successive slices of inputs. Okay, that's kinda difficult to read. The reader API connects STD IO reader to a scanner. Okay, the high level parse from slice and parse from token source deserialize a JSON document into a ZIG type. Yep, like hashmap, right? Parse into dynamically typed value to load any JSON value for runtime inspection. Okay. The low level write stream emits syntax conforms JSON tokens to a writer, so high level stream files write ZIG value type into JSON. Okay. So what do we have here? Scanner, parse from slice, test. Okay, actually let's go to. Did we get the answer? Of course, in ZIG 0.14, the standard library CDJSON model provides powerful and efficient tool for this. Let's break down. Key concept, allocator. JSON parsing dynamic memory location storing key values. You must provide an allocator. I mean, I understand. The CDJSON parse. This is the primary function. Is it really? Value type. String hash map has a value type. What will the values in your JSON be? I mean, I got sidecar, right? It's sidecar. It's sidecar. No, it's entry. I got entry, which is basically a hash of the file and time of its modification, right? This should not be the problem, right? Direct parsing into a string hash map, CDJSON value. This approach is the best when your JSON object has value of different types, strings, numbers, booleans. The external dependencies needed, correct? Okay, target, that's a build, right? Come on, give me the main, yep. JSON string, name Ziggy, age, service, some favorite, okay. But that's not my case, right? JSON parse. There is no such thing as JSON parse, isn't it? It's like, maybe it was, but no, not anymore. Const p equals try cd JSON parse. There's just no such thing. Okay, it's kind of weird. Let's just read documentation, right? Read the code. Parse from slide parses a JSON document from S and returns the result packaged in std JSON parsed. You must call the init on the return object to clean up allocated resources. If you're using std heap arena allocator, similar, consider calling parse from slice leak instead. Okay, no, that error buffer underrun is not actually possible to return from this function. Okay, that's a bunch of useful information, but okay. Come time, allocator. Okay, so we pass type, allocator, string, and options. What are we doing? We creating scanner the init, then parse from token source. Parse arena. Where do we get this arena allocator? Oh, so it's defined right here. State allocator. Wait. State arena init. Wow, that's kinda. How do I get back? How do I get back? Anyway, let's do it this way. There is. Okay, I have to Google it. New vim, get to the previous line. Go to, probably, right? Go to. H jump please. Control O should be your friend. Also Control I to jump back to the position before you jump back. Oh, here we go. Value undefined. Error def allocator destroyed. Parsed arena. Arena allocator, init allocator. Yep. Parse from token source leaky. Resolve options. Okay, we parse in options. But where is parsing? Inner parse. Here we go. This is the internal function called recursively during this implementation of parse from token source leaky and similar. It is exposed primarily to enable custom JSON parse methods to call back into parse from system, such as if you're implementing a custom container of type T. Okay, so we got bool, float, int, optional, enum, union, struct, array, What is array actually? It's probably array, right? It's not the cache map. Vector, pointer. Okay, pointer is one slice. String. Oh, so probably we can do that. Can we? Entry table. Unmanaged? How's it called? Items. Then that's hard.